Hello human beings, it is so nice to be sitting down here again and filming this video for you guys. The last two videos I've been posting on my channel have been kind of more vlog style and just me recording my experience with being sick during Rona and everything. So it's just super nice to sit down, talk to you guys. Today's video topic is going to be on something a little bit different, some stuff that I don't usually speak about here on my channel, but a lot has been on my mind lately and I thought that this would be a really cool concept to start on my channel. I really want to start this new little series on here. What I was thinking was just picking a topic or like an emotion or a current event or a feeling that every human has to go through or live through or feel, and just showing you guys my take on it, my perspective. And I would love for this series to kind of be like an encouragement for you guys to also put your opinions down below and in the comments, have conversations together, communicate with one another, and obviously in a respectful way, a really free-flowing conversation. And I want to be able to learn from you guys. I want you guys to be able to learn from maybe some experiences that I've already had. That's exactly what I want to use technology and incredible social networks and social media. I want to use it to talk to people who have lived a different life than me and who have experienced the world in a completely different way. And I just want to know what your guys' take is on the things that I'm going to be bringing up in this series. All that being said, it was quite a mouthful, but I hope that explains it a little bit more. Alright, I'm just going to start this video by saying that the world has been throwing so many things at us lately and just really testing our patience. That being said, this week's topic is impatience and finding patience. For me personally, I was getting a little bit impatient this week with the fact that everything is kind of on pause right now in this world. I did write this in my journal the other day. When we are impatient, we are searching for relief and freedom. I feel like a lot of people, including myself, are kind of questioning when this is all going to end. When are our lives going to go back to how they used to be? How are my future plans going to turn out? How is that going to be different now? Yeah, I know that I can deal a lot with impatience. I'm a person who is quite impulsive. I like to see results when I want them. A lot of things that have happened in my past has caused me to be a little bit more impulsive and impatient. I don't want to go super into detail about this certain event, but I did lose a really important family member when I was around 15 years old. Actually being able to see how fragile our lives are and understanding that we do have finite time on this earth, I think really played a big role on the fact that I am somebody who wants to get what they want when they want it, and I don't want to wait. Like, if I want to go do something, I'm just gonna take the decision. I am trying to work on that a lot. I think I've been doing a little bit better with that. Before, I used to be like, but it's definitely still a part of me. So now I want to talk a little bit more about the common scenarios where us humans tend to get impatient. I'm going to be talking about 3 different scenarios, and I want you guys also to be a really big part of this part of the conversation. I did ask friends, I did a little bit of research online, I reflected on my own behaviors. In today's society, I feel like we are so used to getting everything just like on a silver platter in our hands and just being like, oh, I want to know what year JFK died. You don't know? You literally can find out in 2 seconds. Whereas before, you had to like go to the library, maybe find a friend that knew the information that you're seeking. We were in a world before, I'm not saying we, but like humans before were in a world where it took effort. It took effort to find out things that we think that is so easy to obtain nowadays. It's not only for seeking information. If you want to watch a movie, you don't even have to go to the cinema. You can just sit down in your bed, press a button, and voila. If you want to talk to your friends and your family who are 1,000 miles away, we are so blessed to have like resources and the technology to be able to have all of this at the tip of our fingers. As amazing as all of this is, I don't think we take into account what this really has done to the way we think or the way that we behave nowadays, we don't see how this is changing the way that we interact with our world. I'm just imagining now, in a year, are we just gonna have everything be so easy and so accessible we don't even have to reach for our phone? We're just gonna think about it and some chip in our brain is gonna be like, yep, here's the answer. We're just gonna be like literally rocks just sitting here and not needing to do anything for us to want to obtain the things or the information, the stuff that we want in life. We're just gonna sit and we're gonna have everything already in our heads. Conspiracy theory. Is that what my channel just turned into? Alrighty. The second reason why I feel like we get a little bit more impatient as humans is when we compare ourselves to others. Nowadays, the fact that we have our phones, it is so easy to compare ourselves. We are able to see what complete strangers are up to. We can see what they're eating. We can see what they look like. We can see where they're traveling to. And just like this highlight reel of their life, you know? I believe it is the easiest it has ever been to be able to just compare yourself and feel really, really not satisfied with your life. Yeah, it's so easy to feel impatient and to want other things when you are constantly seeing what other people have, and then you think about, oh, well, why don't I have that? You need to reflect and take a moment and be like, is my habit of scrolling through Instagram having a negative impact on me, or is it being a positive impact on me? If you find yourself constantly trying to go back and see what they're up to and then like compare yourself to it, maybe it's not such a great thing that you're doing that, and it's not really propelling you into a future that you want. It's kind of just setting you up in this cycle, just constantly, endlessly comparing, which, what is that going to do for us at the end of the day? Yeah, say it with me. Nothing. Please do not blame yourself when you catch yourself doing this. Instead of blaming yourself and feeling bad about it, just tell yourself that this is a negative behavior that has become a habit, and then you just try to like put your phone to the side, look at something that's going to be more productive and efficient for your day. On the other hand, it could be a positive thing. I know I have a bunch of role models and people that I look up to, whether that be in my day-to-day life or on social media as well, and the amount of inspiration that I also get from social media is incredible. Just being able to see that people have the power to do certain things, reach out to others, and really connect with other humans, that's so inspiring. I know it's not always easy to stay off our phones, especially because they're always just right there. But when I say that it is a big, big contribution to why we feel impatient and unsatisfied with what we currently have in our lives, I'm not lying. The number 3 reason why I feel like we can get impatient sometimes is the fact that we are not seeing any results. And this can be anywhere. This can be with our physical appearance. This can be within our relationships, with our family, this can be with ourselves and in our workplace. If we're not seeing results, you know, it can get a little bit, you get uninspired, you feel unmotivated, you feel like you want to keep pushing and going and working yourself to the bone if you don't see any results, which is completely normal. I really believe that no results eventually equal to no belief, whether that be within yourself or within others, which eventually ends up leading to no patience or impatience. So I believe by just kind of reversing this concept and really helping yourself to grow a strong foundation of patience is eventually going to lead to unconditional belief within yourself and within those you love and that you've chosen to have in your life and the path that you've chosen for yourself, which is going to end up having results. Anything that's amazing, anything that's great in your life, it's not going to come easy. We can have temporary moments of great pleasure, but anything that is like with a great foundation and is like stable, you have to work for that. You have to work for that stuff. We really have to try and see the beauty in the journey rather than just constantly picturing ourselves at that moment of where we finally reached where we wanted to be, and we finally have a moment of success. It's really, really easy to get wrapped up and kind of buried in this vision and this goal that you've created for yourself. Half of the pleasure that you're gonna gain when you take those small steps day by day where you finally see, oh, like I'm getting closer to my goal. I'm I'm doing what I want to do with my life, you know? So those three things being put aside, of course there's other reasons why us humans can feel impatient sometimes, but those are just the ones that I related to. I'm sure there's plenty of others and you guys can share those with me down below. Moving on, another thing that has really helped me out when really reflecting on all of this is adapting and being flexible to different kinds of things that can hit us in life, because you know, life can be a little bit unpredictable sometimes. It's really gonna allow you to just have a whole sense of freedom that I feel like you're not gonna be trapped in this tiny box that you're writing a label for and you're like putting yourself in. Like, who knows what's gonna happen in a couple years. Just detaching yourself. Detaching can also be mistaken for kind of just being passive and settling for something that you don't want. The difference between settling and being patient is that I wrote here, settling is a sense of giving up and not working towards daily self-improvement or satisfaction. You believe that you're stuck somewhere permanently even if you're unsatisfied. That's settling. And the definition that I wrote down for patience is being detached but actively still working towards goals passionately. I think I really just want to wrap up this video by saying that the best way that we can work towards a life filled with more patience is really accepting our day-to-day lives, really looking forward to the little small victories and the small wins. I think if we just step back and really appreciate those things, our days become so much brighter, whether that just be getting a smile from the lady who's usually grumpy. Hey guys, my camera just shut off and I know I just changed all my clothes and the background's completely different, but I have to go because I have a dance class today. It literally starts in like 15 minutes. But I just wanted to pick up the camera again now that it has a little bit of charge and say thank you so much for watching to the end. I want to hear all of your guys' ideas of what you would like to hear in this next series episode, and I would love if you guys give your opinion on how you felt about this very one. I just love talking about these kinds of things because it's not really usually stuff that comes up in everyday conversation with family and friends. Once again, do not forget to subscribe, and thank you guys so much again for every single one of your guys' support, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Mwah! Bye guys.